Hello, everybody. How's it going? Happy Tuesday. Hope y'all are doing well. Welcome back. We're doing some more Elden Ring consumables only all bosses today, as we have been for the last several streams. Let's get right back into it here. All right. Grab those before I leave. All right. I've done my off-stream farming already. Let's see. Was there anything we wanted to quickly take care of before we kind of really get going with it today? We're looking pretty good on materials that we need. And I guess we're kind of starting off, we've now cleared all of the southern regions and Altus, including capital outskirts, so we just need Gelmir, the mountaintops, consecrated snowfield, Hallig Tree, Farum Azula, and then whatever's left of the underground, which I believe I've done everything in Ainsel. I'll double check. And I'm pretty sure I've done everything in Siofra as well, but we'll also just double check that just in case I forgot something. I have not done Moog, actual Moog. Yeah, we did Sewer Moog in Landell, but we do need to do him still. So we have Moog, we have all of Deepert to do, and that's mostly it. Yeah, and then of course Ashen Capital once we get there. But point is, we've got the majority, I guess, or most of the majority of the bosses cleared so far. It takes a while, man, getting all 165 done with consumables only. Some people can get this kind of challenge done quickly, but not me. I'm no Geno Machino, that's for sure. I have a generally good understanding of the game, but some bosses are going to take me multiple tries. I'm also not using buffs, so certain fights are also slower. Or at least when I say buffs, as in non-consumable buffs. We may hit a point where we're kind of forced to do that, if we just don't have enough damage to kill Rykard without said buffs, but I'm hoping that we don't, reach a point like that. Same for, the Fire Giant. Those will be, the really tricky two. Radagon and Elden Beast could also be potentially difficult just because that's two bosses back to back you gotta fight, and neither of them are incredibly tanky HP wise, but they don't have small amounts of health either. And also Radagon could be annoying because he's likely to try to deflect a lot of my projectiles, so he's going to be a little interesting to say the least. So yeah, if we're starting with Mount Gelmir, I tell you what, there's one other thing that I want to do, which is I want to get the Rot Pot recipe, and I know where it is, at least I'm pretty sure I do. It's in a particularly dangerous spot, but we're just going to kind of quickly grab it and then leave. Alternatively, I guess I could spend my runes really quick just so in case we do die, we're not losing them. Because it's kind of not great to be losing runes on a run like this. Not that we're under-leveled or anything, but we really kind of often feel the need to spend runes to buy resources or levels or whatever when we can. So if I was going to get something for this 50k, do we need to buy anything, or do we want instead maybe to just try to get a level really quick? I feel like there was something that I wanted to buy, but I don't remember what now. How much do we actually need for a level? 90,000? We can definitely get there relatively easily. Let's use this hero's rune. Brings us up to 80. And then we need basically a little over 10k, so let's just use 2 of these. That's enough. Okay. That'll do it. Let's keep getting that arcane up. That is one thing that I'm trying to get up to at least 15, preferably 20. It's still not a lot, even at that level, but like I just am hoping that it'll help us with Rykard and Fire Giant when it comes to proccing bleeds and frost triggers and stuff like that, because I feel like we're going to need it with their just massive HP pools. Alright, so for now, let's come over here. Quickly try to eliminate this guy. Yeah, we're gonna get rotted, that's okay. I'm just trying to instantly die. Do we need to kill this thing? I thought the recipe was over here, but maybe I'm thinking of the wrong spot. Oh. I'll tell you what, let's really quickly run over this way. Try to let them kind of battle each other for a half a second. Oops. Where the fuck did you come from? Oh, motherfucker. That's some lame shit right there. Okay. I fucking hate pest threads so much. Let me double check the location of this, because I might have just been thinking of the wrong thing. Rot pot. Let's see. Rot pot you get from Nomadic Warriors Cookbook 22. Is this the one actually? Maybe that's outside that I'm thinking of. Hang on. For some reason I was thinking that it was sitting where the ulcerated tree spirit was, but that's, I guess that's not right. It's got to be this way then, if that's the case. But yeah, it's not like we need to kill that guy anyway. He just drops a golden seed that we don't need, so. It might be over here. It's either going to be in there or in the ruin way over there. Actually, there is one boss I just realized that we need to kill here still, which is the Dragonkin Soldier, because we haven't done that, so that's definitely going to have to be on the list. I guess we could do that while we're here. Alright, that should be it. Yep, there we go. Rot pot. So we can make 40 of these as of right now. It's not impossible to get more Aeonian butterflies, and I'm sure I don't have all of them, like, just from the game in general yet, but we'll want to try to acquire more, potentially. before we like go anywhere particularly far with anything. Alright, let's just run over here and get this platform sorted out. I don't know if we're going to end up fighting this thing on this try or not. Would have been nice to have, well, not only gotten this done before anyway, but... Is this one? We've already gotten this, right? It's way over here. Still have 6 heals. We could potentially make this work. This will just be a little on the difficult side, but I'm willing to give it a try. So that's 5 heals remaining. It would have been good to have allocated our stuff ahead of time, but let's use one of these. And this, and let's just give it a try. I rolled too early, apparently. What? Okay. I don't know why that prevented me from rolling again. Shit, shit, shit. I knew as soon as I jumped I was dead. That's too bad. We had that fight, genuinely. I just got kind of screwed. I don't know why I got hit, like, into the rot where I did. That shouldn't have happened. I should have had time to roll again there, and it just didn't really want to do one. For whatever reason. Alright, that's okay. Should be fine here. Just need a better go of it this time. I hate how delayed his attacks can be sometimes. Motherfucker, stop pushing me into the thing. Alright, we got there. There we go. Alright, really quickly come back to here. Alright, so that should be Ainsel River taken care of. We done the dragon, let me actually just double check the graces here, but obviously we've done Estelle. We've done the The Dragonkin Soldier of Noxtella, yes. And we've done the one in Lake of Rot, so yeah, we're good there. I guess technically Liurnia is not 100% done if we want to consider Moonlight Altar, because we still have the stuff here to do, which is Adula, Electo, and that might be it. I'm trying to remember if there's like a third boss up there, if it's just the two of them. So I don't remember there being a Ruins boss, but maybe I'm just forgetting. But we should go up there and do that stuff too. It is scaled for a little bit higher or later on, but doesn't mean we can't just get it done at the same time. So let's see. Let's get these crafted back up again. So we have our rot pots, and if we feel the need to get them or to use them and then we need more, I can farm up Aeonian butterflies. They're just going to be a really big pain in the ass to farm, which again I'll likely just do off stream if I do, but hopefully we won't really need to burn through 40 of them. I'm hoping that we won't really need to use them much at all, and the only bosses we would even really consider using them on would be Fire Giant and Rykard probably, because they'll be both susceptible to rot, but overall, in general, they'll also have higher HP pools, potentially warranting the use of it. Which also would mean not using Frostpots, because they'll take the same slot, but maybe we can do some Rot and some Frost or something. Malenia is also going to be another, like, challenge to the run. I'm going to have to, like, figure out how we're going to end up fighting her, to be honest, because I'm sure she'll still be pretty difficult. But we'll see. Waterfowl will, of course, still be the main concern with this amount of defense. So we'll have to see how that goes. I'm going to have to try to get good at dodging her shit, because she will also dodge a lot of our stuff. But we should be able to get her to walk into volcano pots pretty easily, so hopefully we can kind of abuse that like she's kind of like a tarnished NPC. Alright, so if we're going to do some of Gelmir, or we could go do Moonlight Altar, what do I want to do first? Let's just get Moonlight Altar out of the way, just so I can say that, like, everything region-wise to the south is done. If we can get this sorted anyway. Alright, there's more dragons over here, of course, too, but we don't really need to kill anything other than Adula dragon-wise up here. And then there's Electo, and like I said, I think that might be it that's up here, but I'll double-check. And, Did I get married? I think I might have. Yeah, because I have the Dark Moon Greatsword, so I got that. What are we going to use against Adula here? I guess Volcano Pots primarily, but we'll see how this goes. Fuck. That attack is such a pain in the ass to deal with. Okay, game. That was just very unfortunate timing. I just happened to be, like, in exactly the wrong place for that to happen. Because I needed to be somewhere to the side so I could actually dodge that attack, because if Adula spawns that while you're, like, on top of it, you just pretty much die instantly, as you can see. But I was in the middle of throwing a pot, so I couldn't evade. Hey, Shadok, how's it going? Are you pregnant? No. That's ideally how you want to evade that, is wait for it and then fucking go underneath Adula if you can. Good God. I fucking hate that attack so much. Get up, you piece of shit. Taking forever. Well, at least it just hit the horse, I guess, but... I still managed to get hit by that. God, I hate that attack so much. It's so fucking shitty. Really? I'm a little crazy on the fucking sword attack today. About fucking time, you bled. Okay. There we go. That's better. 220k. Alright, yeah, all in all, not too bad. Definitely Adula can just be a little bit rough sometimes. Alright, so you're done. I don't really know why I'm marking this. There's only like 2 bosses up here. I misspelled my terrible pun. It's all good. Alright, let's see. Where is the lower section? These ruins, I don't really remember. We just be breaking our own walls with these traps here. There it is. See, I know there is one here. I just couldn't remember where the fuck it was. I mean, every ruin has a hidden cellar. At least every like main portion of ruin, because some of them are slightly scattered. It's not like every single piece of ruin does. And then there's the ones down here that I think have another 2 underground rooms, but I don't think either of them have bosses in them. There should just be the tower puzzle. There's a red wolf, but it's not a boss. So I think it's just Electo that's left. should not have done this way. This is risky with the amount of runes we have. Especially since this is not a fucking medallion we need at all. See if maybe these guys lose interest in me for a second. We can just kind of get out of here quickly. Alright, they've lost aggro. Let me quickly come over here. I just want to, like, spend my runes at least first. There should be one more underground room here, but at least I think there is. Unless it's just the one, but I feel like there's two there. We're very close to another level, too. Let's just go ahead and get that out of the way. We need, like, 8k. Almost. So yeah, we'll definitely go to 20 arcane, and then I'll just probably leave it at that when it comes to the arcane, just because I don't really want to invest too many levels in it. Just taking this route to get to the other side of the ruins kind of easily. I was trying to remember if there was, like, any groups of sarcophagi here, but I don't think so. At least, I don't remember anything specific. Man, I fucking hate these guys so much. I would be surprised if these guys did not either automatically reach worst enemy in the game rank for most players, or at least be a, like, definite contender for it. Yeah, their teleporting is, like, one of the big reasons why they suck, like, so bad. Alright, well, that's all the underground shit that we need, so we can just leave here now. They teleport and they flail like crazy. Both of those things just make them extremely obnoxious. And their attack timings in general are like lightning fast, but like any one of those things by themselves would probably be fine. I think the flaily nature of them is probably actually like maybe one of the worst parts, because I could kind of handle them teleporting and just having some quick attack timings and doing high damage. It's more that they have that ultra flail combo that makes them really hard to deal with when they get just up in your face. After the kids had yesterday off from school, they had a snow day today, so I'm stuck working with 2 stir-crazy gremlins. I gotcha. I hope that the day goes well, considering. Let's see, all the dragons are going to be over there, which I'm just going to ignore for now. Just want to make my way to the Everjail. So I'm pretty sure, unless I'm somehow forgetting something specific, I'm pretty sure this is the only other actual boss that's up here. every part of them is awful, but the teleporting is the force multiplier for their awful. Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. I do think that's definitely accurate for sure. All right, let's give this a try. This one might take a second. She has a lot of damage resistance. I gotta either, like, try to throw a quick knife when she's going for a, black knife, destined death thingy. Like, this is fine, but I kinda wish that wasn't hitting you in the head, though. I should probably just, whenever that happens, I should really just throw a volcano pod at her if I can get the timing right. Just to get a little sustained damage. So we're having to basically do this one like extra evasive. Oh, I got kind of screwed by the terrain there. I should have outranged that or outspaced it. Like, I would have been on the edge of it, mind you, but, like, not directly inside of it, like where I was. But her jump landing on the edge where she did pushed her forward just enough to have it, like, clip her have me get, like, clipped by it on the edge. Man, I really wish she would take more damage in general. Pain in the ass to throw shit at her. Yeah, because she'll just dodge everything, so I have to... That's why I'm, like, having to be as passive as I am. I shouldn't have even gone for that attack there. That was an easy place to get hit. Got lucky. I just feel like volcano pots just aren't really holding it down is the problem. They just don't really do enough damage. Okay, again, I need to not try to be punishing that there. That's just not working. Just gonna be taking damage one of these times that I try that again. At least the headshots do more damage. Oh, I rolled. What the heck? Game, let me roll. Alto, how's it going? You can frost her? I think so. I can't remember if she's like immune for any particular statuses. But, you know, I think I might have that unequipped, so she's weak to frost. I gotcha. Yeah, it's always, I'm always a little uncertain when it comes to Everjail bosses, because, like, I know generally what their, most of the time what their weaknesses are like, but Everjail versions are always a little uncertain. Sometimes they have different shit going on. Okay, I do still have them equipped, so we'll definitely use that once I get a good opportunity. Come on, do like your big attack or something. You're taking forever here. Yeah, that'll work. And even the damage boost from this doesn't really do a lot for this. Oh, what? Okay. I somehow moved back into that. And it's gone. Keep squandering the frost buff. Yeah, I'm not specifically trying to do frost and fire together here. All that does is reset the frost perk, or proc, I mean. Okay. Are you kidding me, game? Oh, I love the Dark Souls camera so much. Alright, we'll do better this time. It's fine. Let's see, we need to make some more of these. Make those just for the hell of it, even though I'm not really using much of them. Yeah, we had her. I made like a couple of like spacing mistakes. Yo, Charlie, thank you so much for the raid. How's it going? Welcome in, everybody. How was the rest of the shooties? Hey, Jules. Hey, Ari. Hello, hello. Hey, don't forget to send me that shout-out video stuff if you would, please. I think I did send you a reminder, but it would be really nice to have situations just like this. Yo, GD. Talk, aura, get aura. I don't remember what that sounded like. Oh. Alright, I'm just, I'm clearing out the last of the bosses, and I've already really done Liurnia. I just forgot about Moonlight Altar, but Altus is already clear. I just have to do Mount Gelmir and shit. And then it's just mainly in-game stuff. Wish I could do that sound as well as Jules does. I don't know if I've actually heard Jules do it, so now I feel like I gotta hear it. I'll have to ask later. Alright, let me try this again. We almost had Electo down and then I screwed up. I like fell off the cliff. Come on. She's just super defensive compared to all the other Black Knife assassins. Oops, I should not have done that there. I would like to heal so I can get my damage bonus back, please. How's Elden Ring? Oh, it's good. It's good. There have definitely been a couple of pretty challenging fights so far in the Consumables only playthrough, but we've been making them work. I've been staying pretty pure to the Spirit of the Run, too. I haven't really used any non-consumable buffs. I hope to not need it for Rykard or Fire Giant. There's the possibility that that'll occur, but we'll see. Shit, I was very slow to do that. There you go. She just takes so long. She has too much HP. What are we doing, lady? Oh, okay. I misrolled that, but thankfully she missed me. Yes. Give me the good stuff. 5 crystal darts left. Okay. Now 2. Why did I go for an attack there? I got my shit mixed up. Alright. That's it for those. give me something good here. Come on. This is such a long fight with consumables. If she didn't try to dodge, like, everything you do, it would be fine, but, you know, I have to wait for, like, specific punishes where I'm just throwing shit away. That's a bad time. Okay, thankfully that hit there. Was lucky. I did not mean to go for 3 there. You're throwing shit regardless. That is true, but more that I'm trying not to waste my throws. She let me get that one. That was a really stupid time to throw that. Poison? Yeah, I'm not really gonna bother with poison anyway. We're getting her there. It's just taking a long time. She's just got a lot of HP and high resistances, so that's just how it be. Come on. was really a way too risky throw there. I should not have done that. I don't know. Sometimes the volcano pods are doing the job when she just like happens to stand still long enough. Down to 6. Mainly, I'm just trying not to roll off of a cliff again. Okay. That was greed, but, you know, it's done. What happens if you run out of throwables during a fight like this? Do you just leave and try again? Pretty much. I have more stuff in my inventory that I can use if I have to. That's not even, like, on my bar. Because I've got, let's see. We have poison stones, stone clumps, explosive stones, some explosive stone clumps. We got various types of glintstone projectiles and gravity stones. Also, we have these spark aromatics too that I didn't really use. But if we run out of like everything or, you know, anything that would be usable on a particular fight, then yeah, we're kind of screwed. Which is why Fire Giant is like slightly worrisome, same with Rykard, but you know, there is the possibility that you can leave certain items on the ground near the door that you start the fight at. Or like any sort of like big boss arena. If you can leave items on the ground outside of the arena, you can usually like just barely pick them up if you go back to the door. Since you can only hold so many, and you can't put like an infinite amount of items on the ground. You can only have eight items on the ground at a time, or 8 item stacks rather. So I could leave 1 stack of volcano pots, for example, just on the ground. At least I think I can. Let's see. These can go. Yeah, if I choose leave for a particular thing, they'll just be in a pile on the ground. That counts as 1 of the max 8 items that I can leave anywhere. Alright, so now that should actually be Liurnia 100% done, including Moonlight Altar. But yeah, if I run into that sort of scenario, then hopefully we'll be able to just pick up some stuff that we leave for myself, that I leave for myself, like, ahead of time, you know, just to kind of replenish. Because, like, if you take, Kukri, for example, these, you can only hold 30 at a time, but I have a lot more than that just in storage. I've got an extra 146, like, stored, and I can also buy more. So, you know, there's always the possibility of just kind of like leaving stuff on the ground for something like Fire Giant, and then if I run out, then I can run back to the door and try to grab them and see if it'll let me replenish up to 30. It should. I'm pretty sure that is a thing you can do. We just have to be able to eventually kill him within the finite amount that we're allowed to carry on our person, and that whatever we can leave on the ground for ourselves. So if we still don't get a kill after anything we've left on the ground and we're still alive by that point, then effectively we're or sunk. You know, one thing that I haven't done in this run by the means of just trying to stay like as pure to the challenge as possible, I have not been using any non-consumable buffs. Like from the Jellyfish Shield or something like the Golden Vow, Ash of War, or Spell, or any of that kind of stuff. If I feel like I absolutely need them in order to complete the challenge, like if Rykard or Fire Giant just have too much HP to be defeated without them, then I'll allow it, but I'm going to try not to do that, so we'll see how it goes. I'm assuming we can do it, it's just going to be difficult. All right, we need 15,000. Let's just go ahead and... Actually, we could probably just kill something for that. We don't need to, like, use runes for that. It's a heck of a challenge. How do you think you'll fare against Millennia? I think Millennia is going to be pretty tough because she, like the Black Knife Assassins, likes to dodge every sort of projectile that you throw at her. However, these volcano pots, I'll demonstrate really quick. One of the things that's really hard on this run is fighting any sort of like NPC invader type enemy or bosses that just dodge ranged attacks. Because they input read what you do. So every time you go to throw, or like you would if you were like a spellcaster build and you're doing a ranged spell, they typically just love dodging out of the way instantly so that they won't get hit. Unless you're using a spell that has like a slow travel speed or a delayed release, then you can still hit them with it. But the nice thing about volcano pots is I can kind of like throw them at my feet. And this little heat cloud, it does nothing to me, thankfully, but that heat cloud does damage over time to anything standing in it, and usually I can get enemies to walk into it and take damage. So even if they dodge when I throw, if I can manipulate them enough to get them to move into it, it still will cause them to take some damage, which has made volcano pots like kind of the MVP of this run. Because without them, certain enemies are just like extremely difficult to actually fight. If they didn't try to dodge every single thing you did, I wouldn't really consider it to be that much of a struggle, but anyway, we'll see how Millennia goes, because obviously, like, Millennia has a lot of HP, and I'm not going to be able to survive a lot of hits from her anyway with the build that I'm using, despite having some HP. But one of the challenges for Millennia is that because we have a finite amount of resources to fight her with, if she gets hits on me, even if I survive and heal back up, that's healing that she's getting, which is undoing the damage that I've done to her and therefore wasting the materials I've already spent on her. So if I take too many hits, we may just not be able to finish the fight because she's healed too much. So that's another layer of the Millennia challenge for this, but I know people have done consumable only runs before. Typically, the only one that I've ever watched anyone do was, I don't know why I said typically, but the only one that I've specifically watched someone do was by Gino Machino, and he used buffs during his, which was just because it's, you know, it's a run for fun. It's not like there were like strict rules. And when I say buffs, I mean, again, non-consumable buffs. So like from the Jellyfish Shield, Golden Vow, any of that kind of shit. That's not technically a buff from a consumable. Like I said, in my case, I'm trying not to do that just to be as pure with the challenge as possible, but I'm not against doing it if I feel like we absolutely can't finish it without it. It certainly goes faster when you have more damage, that's for sure. People have done it at RL1 and or without getting hit. Consumables only, or do you just mean the fights in general? All right, let's see. In terms of clearing bosses in Gelmir, we might wait on Rykard just because he's so health heavy. I kind of want to at least get my arcane up to 20 or close to it before we fight him, just to get those bleed procs a little faster maybe, but we can go, we have, let's see, we've got the full-grown Falling Star Beast to kill, we have a ulcerated tree spirit to kill, the volcano cave and the Seathwater cave or whatever it's called down there. Volcano cave's like up there. I think that might be it. I'm trying to remember if I'm like forgetting another boss somewhere, but I don't think so. We've already killed a couple over here. Mount Gelmir doesn't actually have that many bosses in it compared to other areas. It's just because there's not really that many locations. Mount Gelmir in and of itself is more... It's vertically a big place, but like otherwise the region itself is actually pretty small compared to every other region. So yeah, let's go. Let's start by going here. Consumables only and RL1. Yeah, well, that's certainly like, I guess, a relief to hear in the sense that it means it's a lot more likely for me to be able to get it done. It's going to be hard for me. I'm nowhere near as skilled as a lot of other challenge runners that do this kind of stuff, you know, regularly. Like, I know a lot about Elden Ring as just a mere facet of having worked on the strategy guide, but, and I wouldn't say that I'm bad at the game by any stretch, but I don't, like, regularly practice it either, so I make mistakes all the time. Just figured I'd collect volcanic stone as I make my way to this cave. There's a lot during this particular little run through here. Just means farming I don't gotta do later. Or rather less farming, I should say, because I'm sure I'll have to do some. Trying to do something, sir? Excuse me? Take the McKellen's Lily, though. Alright, I switched this out. I don't have this on my tool pouch anymore. There it is. As much as I like having it there, I kind of like having both of these consumable buffs like right there, so I don't have to dig through my inventory to get to them in the middle of a fight if I feel like I need them. I still have to press pause to get there though, because I don't have any further quick slots. They only ever give you the 4. Hello. Oop, 3 was enough. Alright, but it would take a 4th. There's definitely a couple of caves and, well, dungeons in general I'm not overly looking forward to doing with this build, this challenge run. I'm not saying that they won't be doable, but I know they're going to be tough. Alright, I forgot there's poison here. Alright, well, let's just continue. Alright, let's see here. Item craft. Oops. Hello. I can't now. Let me get rid of you really quick. You do take good fire damage, thankfully. You. I see you up there. Let's see. How do you get up here again? It's not directly here. You gotta go from the other room, I think. You just jostled the mic. Sorry about that. All right. The rants. Craft up a few more. There we go. So what was, like, it came up on Charlie's stream, like, I'm trying to remember what was, like, the most recent, like, DLC hype news people were kind of harping out on about, like, what was it that, like, a playlist had gotten updated on YouTube or something like that, or shown that there had been a recent update, but there wasn't, like, a new video on the playlist or some shit. But a lot of people were taking that to mean that there was, like, potentially a new DLC video coming out or something. I guess it's like, you can really tell when a game is, like, especially popular when, you know, it's been out for, like, a couple years and it's already kind of getting, like, the, sort of the Bloodborne copium treatment of just, surely we'll get an announcement soon, surely. Don't get me wrong, I would love to see an announcement trailer. I don't expect to see one yet, but I would be very pleasantly surprised if we did. What's that noise I'm hearing? Like in the background? I don't remember what else is in here. Alright, drop it down. There should be some rats down on... Is it this one? I think so. I can't really aim down far enough to hit them, though. No, it's not this one. It's that one. Can I just barely somehow target one of y'all? Yes. Yes. Ha 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 ha. Tee hee hee. Wahaha. Oh, I need to go get more, I had made, like, a mental note of this and then completely forgot, but I need to get more Rhymed Crystal Bud after this, so we can make more frost pots. Because I guess I didn't really farm that many to begin with. You know, when it costs you, like, 2 per, it runs out, like, pretty quickly. That's not gonna reach. Magic pots are good. They're decent. Not quite the MVP that volcano pots are for this type of run, but they're decent damage. Mainly because magic damage is one of the damage types that is not so heavily negated by quite so many things. And their overall damage output is decent if you've got good intelligence. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's go in. Ah, man, I almost dodged them both. God damn it. Quit your skittering. There we go. Alright, well that's another level. Easy enough. Let's just go ahead and mark this. And then what do we want to do for the next ones? They're all kind of like up above. Yeah, so we should make our way up to, I guess here would make sense. We can backtrack to the volcano cave and do the demi-human queen there. Also the full-grown falling star beast is directly up there, so that's easy. But I think I'd like to clear the volcano cave first. Level up. Arcane, yes, thank you. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's take like a really quick detour before I do this. Let me go get some, not that I'll need them, but let's go get some rhymed crystal bud really fast. And hopefully not get invaded. There's 2 invaders here, and I can't remember if I killed... I think I might have killed the Sanguine Noble. I mean, he kicked my ass the one time just because he was being annoying as hell, but you also get invaded by Anastasia here. Just need to try to, like, avoid their invasion points. Okay, just be stuck on the tree, I guess. I was hoping to maybe get all of this without aggroing you, but we're now aggroed, so I will come over here and grab this one, I guess. This is kind of like the best place for it. I mean, there's other trees, but most of them have like a higher density of enemies and shit around them. I just wish the Grace was closer. Is this the invasion where you get her weapon, or do you get it in the shack invasion on Mount Gelmir? I believe it's, yeah, it's Mount Gelmir where you get her weapon. In this one, I don't remember what you get, but... So as far as I'm aware... Yeah, we did... I've done one of her invasions, I believe, like at the church in Caelid / Limgrave, so... I know it's definitely not that one, and I'm like 100%, or at least 99% sure that it's the one in Gelmir. Alright, maybe 2 trips is probably enough for the moment, unless we need a bunch of frost pots very suddenly. Skirt. Oh, don't shoot me. Hey, Hadamatron, how's it going? You get Ancient Dragon Smithing Stone? Yeah, that's right, that's right. I don't think she appears here until you do the one in the shack too. Yeah, that's probably the case. I honestly don't remember. We have all the, like, invasion point stuff in the guide. I just don't remember specifically the flags for each and every one of them. Most of them, of course, are very straightforward, but... okay. Actually, how much is that right now? We have an additional 10? No, we have 39 more. That's enough for the moment. We can make another couple of stacks out of that, or almost 2 stacks. Okay, back to here, and then we'll do the volcano cave. Ancient Somber. Same difference, all good. Anyway, hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. Okay, I chose a very bad time to look at chat. I just saw Shadok's message pop up, and I was just like, I figured I could run in a straight line fine, but apparently not. Streamer not remembering an entire encyclopedic book, shaking my head. Yeah. It's tough, man, because, like, I feel like when I was working on the guide, just because I had to work on it for so long, I really did just, like, have a ton of that shit committed to memory, and not even, like, so much that I wanted to either. I just did as a result of it being, like, the thing that I was all consuming in my life for, like, well, a really long time. Free. But now that I've had, like, a little bit of distance from it, it's kind of fading. Because my brain needs room for web development stuff and random other things that I've got going on. But it feels weird because I really kind of liked having that info in my head for so long. To be able to, like, just, if anyone had questions, to be like, yes, I can kind of also just be like a living version of the guide. I don't need a copy. I can just tell you what's what. We have in-stream issues, folks. Right, hang on, we'll just give this a minute. All right. Maybe we are okay. Yeah, I don't know if that was Twitch or my internet. My internet seemed okay. I could still see chat just fine. Of course, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's not my internet or something on my end, at least, if the upload just tanked, but it seems to be back to being stable again. But yeah, it's been a little bit weird. I hope we're not running back into, like, instability issues, especially, like, as we're kind of approaching my stream anniversary, because I really don't want to be dealing with that shit on whenever I actually do my stream anniversary stuff. The anniversary, by the way, is on the 1st. I don't know if I'll do it directly on the 1st or not, because I want to see if some people want to do, like, some more Lethal Company or some other co-op availability stuff, so I want to give people the option of, like, a couple of different days that might work better. I think we're okay. You guys might want to just like give it an extra refresh just to make sure it's like not out of sync for y'all, but I think we're at least stable again. All right, here we go. Continuing. I don't like that his jump attack gives him iframes like that. It seems kind of lame. Never been a big fan. All right, do one of those. Good. I tell you what, man, AoEs can be really strong for clearing mobs in this game. I mean, that should seem fairly obvious, but it kind of makes volcano pots feel exceptionally strong. What's your current talisman layout? Right now, we've got Radagon Sourceal still. You know, as we get later game, I feel like it would probably be a good idea to ditch this for something else, but like, I've been kind of liking having the extra stats that it gives me for, because even like the strength and dex that I'm getting from it is still kind of useful. The endurance certainly is helpful. The vigor doesn't do as much for us at this point, but it's still good to have. So yeah, I feel like we'll probably keep this for now, maybe even through the rest of the run. We'll see. Blue Dancer Charm still, because I'm relatively light armor. We're not in the first tier because we are above. Wait, hang on a second. Why? Oh, I just realized that I think I had a Great Rune active, so a Rune Arc previously. Wait, no, that wouldn't make sense. Why is my equip load higher than it was before? These don't count towards your equip load. Is it just... maybe it's just the Ritual Sword Talisman? Yeah, okay, because it's because I had 3 originally. Well, that kind of sucks a little bit. I didn't even realize that we were that high. I kind of forgot to keep track of it. Because the unfortunate nature of the Blue Dancer Charm, like, it's a really good talisman, but only the first like 1 or 2 tiers are especially worthwhile. After that, the damage boost is not great, so I might end up replacing that, which also means we can wear some armor if we want, but I don't know. I'm kind of used to just doing things the way that I have been, and we're still getting some damage up from it, just not tons. However, we might want something like, if the Wing Sword insignia actually works when I'm using something like Crystal Darts, it might actually be worth it, but that also means like throwing a lot to get the bonus. Whereas like we can still use things like Lord of Blood's Exaltation, Kindred of Rot's Exaltation for certain things. So if we have a candidate to be swapped out for any particular thing, it'll probably be Blue Dancer. Just because right now we're probably not getting very much of a damage buff from it anymore. Because the first tier you have to be at 8 or under equip load. And again, that number never gets increased, or rather decreased, by increasing your endurance. Only the max equip load goes up. And the Dancer Charm is just always set at those static numbers rather than like a percentage. So you have to be at exactly 8 or less. Or maybe it's specifically less than 8. I forget which, but to be in the highest tier, which is like a 15% damage boost. The second tier is like under 11 equip load, or 11 and under, whichever it is. And that gets you something like 13 or 12.5% increase. I forget which. However, once you go down from there, you get like a lot less. So in the next tier, like, I don't even know if it's like a 10%. I think it might be under 10. Which, you know, it's still extra damage, but it's definitely not a lot. Like 15% extra damage when it comes to consumables already isn't even really that much of a damage boost, but it's just every little bit helps. So, you know, which is why I'm kind of wanting to keep it for now, but we might switch it later. Anyway, so Fire Scorpion Charm is really just for the extra damage for volcano pots. We've kind of switched this out on occasion with other Scorpion Charms and the Ritual Sword Talisman, obviously, for its physical damage buff. Or it's not even physical damage, just attack power, but... So damage buff when our HP is at full, but that's what we've got. Alright. Bitrate still seems fine, so I guess we'll be... We're fine-ish, at least. It's sometimes still dipping below 6k, but it hasn't at least gone into the red, so... Alright, let's go fight the demi-human queen here. Okay, super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Alright, so that's done. That was for the tree, so we can leave that there, I guess, just as a reminder. Alright, so with those done, we just have the Falling Star Beast, and then the Ulcerated Tree Spirit, and then I think that's it, actually, for everything but Rykard, or, sorry, Volcano Manor stuff in general. So obviously there's the Godskin Noble there still, but... Which we could do. We could work our way towards all of that, but I'm a little wary to finish it all because, you know, once we do, Patches is going to move, and it's not like we'll lose access to him forever or anything. We just have to be able to finish all of it so we can get access to him again. All of his quest line, I mean. Now for you... Maybe for once we should actually equip some of these just to see how they fare. Volcano Pot should still be okay for this. Let's just give it a try. Did that just miss entirely, or must have? Eh. Waiting for you to do your laser beam. Oh, he went out of that instantly. Every once in a while we actually land a headshot. It's actually kind of hard to do. I might have jumped into that. Hey, he just didn't even bother doing his laser beam. Alright. Easy peasy. Okay, so you're done. We just have the tree spirit, I guess. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. Oh yeah, I did forget one boss, but I did it already, I'm pretty sure, because we had to for Alexander, the magma worm over there, but it's done already, so I knew I was like I had to be like forgetting something, but yeah, he's done already. So yeah, we'll do the illustrated tree spirit, and then I guess we can go and we'll just go ahead and then go do... Oh, why are you transformed already? What the fuck? We'll do the illustrated tree spirit, and then we can do up to Godskin Noble in Volcano Manor at least, and then maybe we'll save Rykard for later, just when I know I've got like a little bit better stats-wise for the most like potential damage. I guess we'll just kill this guy since he's here. So, in case you don't know, normally this guy is a putrid corpse. So one of the little like zombie dudes, but it's another like larval tier enemy, so it just transforms into a big worm face when you kill it. For whatever reason, he's pre-transformed. Okay, that was some bad horse movement. In the booty. All right. Maybe one of your consumables hit him from the arena. I would doubt that being likely, but it would be really interesting if it had happened. Like, it's not necessarily... I wouldn't say that's impossible, because it is right up there. But I don't know that I missed any volcano pots. And I feel like that's basically the only thing that would have been able to hit him from all the way up there. And somehow still manage to, like, knock him out. And I'm not even sure one would have been enough, considering how fucking tanky those putrid corpses are. Transforming already, huh? And the fucking stream. Okay. Are we back? We're slightly back. All right, I'm just going to try to finish this fight quick. Okay. I don't know what's going on. I feel like it's Twitch again, but it's been really good lately, but now suddenly it's shit. I saw that the stream went down, but I was in the middle of fighting this guy, so there wasn't like a lot that I could do in the moment. And so I was just like, well, I guess okay. I'll leave and go rest or something so that we can, you know, we can just try this again or whatever. I didn't like especially want to kill it off, you know, while the stream was down. Alright, well, he's dead now. Okay. Yeah, give me like 1 minute, guys. I'm gonna go check with my roommate really quick just to see if she's been having any internet issues. Because if it is my internet, I may have to like just stop for the day if it's just gonna keep being shitty. There it goes again. It's being real shit. Alright, I am back. I don't really have any great answers for it as far as whether or not it's on my end or Twitch. I ran like a speed test on a separate machine just to see if my upload was tanking, but my upload seems fine aside from there just being like a little bit of a higher ping than usual, but I don't know that that would be specifically causing this issue. It'd be nice if it was easier to tell when doing things on Twitch as to what is your problem and what is Twitch's problem and or what is causing the problem. Unfortunately, there's no easy way to know. So we're just kind of stuck with that. I guess the plan for now is I'm just going to continue, and if it drops again, then we may just stop early. As much as I wish that I didn't have to, but if it just seems like this is just going to happen all day, then there's not a lot of point in, like, forcing it. Just try again tomorrow or something. I have a lot of work I got to do anyway, so I wasn't really planning on a super long stream today. Some of that work, by the way, I have finally gotten around to looking at what is going to be required for me to finally update my subscription badges. I have 7 slots available, not including the 2-month slot because I skipped that one. So I technically have 8 slots available. The reason I never put in a 2-month subscriber badge is that when somebody subscribes, they immediately get the 1-month subscriber badge. So as soon as they've subscribed for a month, they would immediately lose that and go right to the 2-month badge. And I figured for anyone who likes the Wooden Shield badge, you know, they might want to be able to keep it for that, like, extra month before, you know, going into the 3rd month. So I just kind of skipped the 2nd month badge, but I have badges for everything up to, it's either a year or 1.5 years. I forget. It's probably just a year, I guess, is what that Iron Shield or whatever it is. Yeah, it says 1 year subscriber. Even though, Shadok, you've definitely been subscribed for a lot longer than that. So once I get those updated, which I'm going to try to get done before the anniversary, you should definitely have a shiny new badge that is more appropriate to your actual subscription time. But I just have to get around to, I have to just actually sit down and make them. Okay, so I don't especially care about doing the remaining, like, quest line stuff for Volcano Manor. We might want to do it, but just because I'll have, like, this on another completed character. But that would also mean killing a bunch of NPCs, which is always annoying on this particular run. And there it goes. All right, well, I guess maybe we're back temporarily. Yeah, I think I'm just going to have to call it, unfortunately, guys. It just looks like it's going to be doing this all day. I don't know what the problem is. I really wish that there was a way to tell. There just isn't. I mean, there is kind of, but not while I'm streaming. Even running, like, a speed test while I'm streaming isn't good for determining what's wrong with my stream because it causes other things to slow down. You know, but I can do, like, I can trace certain things to see where, like, packets are being dropped by what or whatever, if it's, like, having issues with Twitch, but doing that while I'm streaming is just, again, it's not really a thing that's super viable to do, so it would just be nice if there was, like, an easy way to tell if something is wrong on Twitch's server's end or my end. And it's not my internet specifically. Like, my internet is fine, but something downstream from me or upstream, however you want to look at it, I guess, is not cooperating, whether that's Twitch's server or somewhere in between, some node that my shit's being broadcast through is fucking up. I don't know. And if it is my internet, then it's just being like shitty, like very randomly, which, you know, again, obviously is not conducive for streaming. So I think we're just going to go ahead and end it there. I really want to continue, but every time I try to continue, it crashes again. So, or not crash, but you know what I mean. The bitrate just tanks. So I'm just going to put myself in Volcano Manor. Next time, hopefully tomorrow, things go better. I should be able to stream tomorrow. I don't know if you caught what I was saying earlier, Shadok. I was just explaining that I was finally getting around to hopefully getting new subscription badges made that I'm making myself because I made the previous ones too. But so hopefully pretty soon you'll have a subscription badge that reflects your actual subscription time for anyone who has been here for more than a year, at least, since that's where the badges stop at the moment. Because I can have all the way up to like 4.5 year badges, even though nobody is. I don't think anyone's could have even been subscribed for that long because I haven't technically been streaming for that long. But anyways, yeah, I guess that'll be it for today. Sorry guys for the super short-lived stream. Hopefully tomorrow will work out better and we can get some progress made. But at least we got a couple of decently difficult bosses down while we were at it today, and you know, 100% of Liurnia is done with Moonlight Altar included, and Galmir is now done aside from the Volcano Manor bits. Depending on how I feel, I might even just go right into fighting Rykard just to see how it is next time. But obviously we got to beat the Godskin Noble first and all that. I assume Rykard is going to be one of the hardest parts of the run, just due to his sheer amount of health. So we'll see. But anyways, y'all, thanks again for hanging out while it lasted. I appreciate it very much. Hopefully tomorrow will work out a little bit better. I should be able to come back then. Thursday and Friday, I think I probably won't be streaming. I just have like work stuff I got to do, and I'll probably take some opportunity on those days to also just get some more stuff prepared for the anniversary and try to get those subscription badges made if I can. But anyways, y'all, have a great rest of your day / night, and I guess I will see you on the next one. Peace out, everybody. Bye-bye.